Recording. Hey y'all. It's been a bit of a while. I have a new phone. I have made a few videos and then I've kind of just deleted them because they're pretty fucking depressing. But it's like, can a bitch get a fucking break? It is Mercury retrograde, y'all. So, you're here hanging out with me. I'm about to do my nails. It's my birthday, by the way. And so, I think that not only because of Mercury retrograde and, Pluto, fucking something, Pluto retrograde. I'm on my period, there's a full moon, and we're in between eclipses. The next eclipse is in 2 days. A lot has been coming up for me. A lot has really been coming up for me. And I am one of those who, in my authenticity, I want to feel. I want to know what it is. I want to know, you know what I mean? I don't care necessarily all the way where it came from, but sometimes knowing where things come from help you. Ooh, these are going to be sexy. And so the issue here is, for me personally, my battle, you all know it, love, sex, getting treated right by men, okay? And I started really slipping into, like, such a deep sadness. Like, here I am, it's my birthday, and I literally, I have no one. I literally have no one in my life. And it's fucking sad, and it sucks, because it's not what I would want for myself. Let me back up just a little bit. And I already know that this is, part of Mercury retrograde, so, I get it. But at the same time, it's whatever the fuck this shit is. Let's get done with it. Which I know is happening, you know what I mean? I was steadily chugging along, and I think this is maybe for most of us, I was steadily chugging along with, life improvements here, and then all of a sudden, it wasn't even the shadow of Mercury retrograde. It was when Mercury truly went retrograde that I was like, oh, shit, it was so weird because people that I feel like were normally pretty nice to me, and I'm talking men here, just random, nobody that means anything, but just, random, random men being, completely, out of line. A lot. Now for me, let's just say so many instances of basically, men not being caring, not being honoring, not being loving. Many instances of that, just kind of all flying around, and I'm thinking, oh, okay. Now this used to be the norm. It used to be my norm that I would just assume all men are going to treat me like absolute garbage. And abuse me, hurt me, whatever, try to take advantage. But I have come very far from that. And even though I don't have a solid relationship or anything, I noticed that getting back into the dating world, I really have been attracting men who do treat me well. So that was really positive moving forward. And I was enjoying that. But like, just so much bullshit. So much like past shit just had started coming up with Mercury retrograde. Like, excuse me, who the fuck do you think you're talking to type stuff. Like, I'm a whole goddess. Like, excuse you? And I've had to like put people in their place, but sometimes when you do that, you feel like you have to go into your masculine energy. And so it was weird because like I have really been trying to like embrace my sexuality more and like use it to not only my own advantage for making money, but like just to enjoy life more. And so I took on this job, right? Basically being an entertainer at this new bar that a friend of mine runs. And like, she is a big boss baller babe, okay? She's with her shit. Let me just say that. So I'm thinking, oh well, this will be awesome because, you know, she brings men with money. Like, she knows she only like accepts that, right? So she's like, yeah, come in. Without going into too much detail, blast from the past. Completely inappropriate, bad, rude treatment from some men. Some were okay, but completely like really bad. Some shit really bad happened. Scammed. It turned out that it was not just me. It was a bad crowd that got attracted, and like, she was serving up homemade food. There was liquor for sale. Like, there was entertainers there. You know, me and like a couple other really cool girls. Like, luckily, you know what I mean. Like, it's like the girls are always cool. The girls are always wanting each other to win. The girls are always on each other's side, you know? Like, it's the fucking dudes that usually can't act fucking right. And it's so dumb. So, like, this was just fucking stupid. But, like, let's just say more than one of us got fucking scammed by idiots. But this is just the type of shit, right? Or like, oh, how can I talk to you for free? Like, you can't, motherfucker. You fucking can't. You come in here, you want to spend time with me, you're gonna pay. And even if you wanted to date me, like what? You don't think you're gonna be buying dinner, buying drinks, buying gifts? Like, bitch, no, I'm not free. I'm expensive. Like, just attracting very low quality men and very low quality interactions. And then like this other dumb fuck messaged me, was like talking a bunch of shit like, oh, I know some photographers, like, because I model and stuff. Oh, I know some photographer, da 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 da. Like, are you insinuating that like I should pay a man to take my pictures? Like, you realize like I get paid. I take jobs to get paid, and if I don't get paid, it's because I need pictures, and then they're doing them happily for free because like being around me is a whole vibe and they're just cool. Like, I work with people who like me, you know. I work with people who like enjoy my energy and like, you know, treat me good. So like I said, I've been moving along with that. Anyway, like, I'm sitting here like going through some of this treatment or whatever, and like even my ex, like just people have, it was just a blast of the past. Like, wow. I haven't dealt with this level of bullshit for like 10 years. Like that kind of shit, you know? And so I'm like, okay, this is Mercury retrograde, like finally bringing up this shit. Because I'm like, I really want to quantum leap forward. Now, let me preface this right before Mercury, right before all this dumb shit, right? I really cleared something. And this guy that I was crushing on, that I hadn't talked to since like October, messaged me out of the blue. We hooked up. It was like the best fucking time ever. Like, I felt so good. Like, he regulated my nervous system. And like, I'm sitting here like, damn, I want more of that. Like, how? You know what I mean? Like, I want more of that. Like, without having to chase, without being needy. Like, I want to do it again. And so here I am, and I'm like, okay, I need to clear the cycles of, because here's my little thing that happens. I do not usually go all the way with people. Like, I'm very selective about the energy a man's bringing to me, what he looks like, his size, like everything about this. I have to feel that this man is like perfection, right? So then when I do end up doing it with them, I'll kind of start liking them and I'll want to do it again. But then I become a little bit chasey and I become a little bit needy and I become a little bit like maybe too much energy on them. And I feel like it kind of makes them kind of go. And so I really wanted to avoid that in this situation. So I'm thinking, okay, I've learned so much. It's been a long time for me. A long time. And so I'm just thinking, I've learned so much. Let me put into, like, what have I learned? Let me utilize some of these skills. Like, let me stay in my feminine. But and it has been going okay. He's been messaging me. He's been attentive for the most part. I noticed that I started just really kind of getting needy. I mean, not like needy, but like, damn, like, come on. Like, come over here and spend the night with me. Like, do it again. Like, do me all night. Like, this is just what I'm thinking, you know? And because it's just been like I don't have these types of experiences, and it's like all I ever wanted. So it's like, of course I just want to do it again, right? So like, he's not ignoring me by any means. I mean, I know he lives an hour away, so this was kind of like the universe really put some spin on us being able to hook up in the first place, which was awesome. And like, I know the universe can do it again, right? So I'm sitting here like, not only do I want to pull my energy into myself so that I'm magnetic, I don't want to be the one, I don't want to chase no dude. I don't want to have to be the one to make plans, you know? I want to stay in my feminine. I want to be receptive. I want to be, you know, something that, I know guys want to feel like they're the ones to chase or whatever. So it's like I'm really utilizing this. However, because of this Mercury retrograde and this stuff, I started to catch myself in these tactics like, oh my God, it's me. I'm inviting him to do something like, can you? And I was feminine about it though. I asked the permission. I didn't say like, you should. Can you spend the night with me, Friday or whatever? It was last week. It didn't happen, but now I'm on my period and it's kind of heavy, so it's like, even though I really wanted to do it for my birthday, and I don't mind doing stuff on my period at all, but it's like that one day where it's like the heaviest, and I'm just kind of like, ugh. Like, I would like some cuddling, back rubs, whatnot, but you know, anyway, this Mercury retrograde is just bringing up like these sad thoughts that I had around being single. And like I was doing pretty well with it because I've been having a lot of fun. Like I've been going out, I've been having a good time, but at the same time, even though I'm going out, I'm having fun, I'm looking super hot. Like I went to a rave the other week, like just a few days ago. Everybody was complimenting me. Like I have friends, you know what I mean? Like I go places and I meet friends. I'm accepted. People like, you know, like I was VIP. I was in the VIP group. So like if I needed to take a break from the crowd, I could go sit in the VIP. Like everyone was nice to me. But as for having that one person who's like I'm there with, I don't have that, and I don't have that person to go home with. So after this super fun time, which I kind of knew was going to happen because I always set an intention when I go out because I know trauma is stored in the body, and I like to dance and I like to move my body, and I set the intention to release trapped energy. And my intention was basically, let's release some trapped energy on, anything that's making me feel single, unwanted, alone, etc. All that bullshit, right? And I danced my ass off. It was hot, it was fun. And then when it was time to go, it was like 5 in the morning. I'm driving back and I'm like, damn, I wish I had a boyfriend. I wish he was driving. I wish I could just be the girl. I had to shut off my feminine energy and get into masculine mode to get myself home. I don't like that. And I like to observe people, and I notice that the girls that have the boyfriends there, they're holding the girl's purse or backpack so she can dance freely, and they're rolling her blunts and handing it to her. They're fetching her drinks and opening it for her and sitting next to her when she wants to sit down, and taking pictures of her and stuff. And it's like, I want that. I want that, I really want to have that. And then, I went home and I made myself some peanut butter toast, and I was in my bed, and I was just, that loneliness struck me. I was like, damn, I wish I had this hot boyfriend who wanted to fuck me right now. I wish that we could have some good sex and that we would just sleepily, dreamily hold each other and cuddle each other and, wake up in the afternoon and fuck again and just hold each other again and just spend a lazy day together in bed, just touching each other in each other's arms. Like, that's all I want, and I'm like, fuck, dude. And it's like, I went back and forth between putting myself in a sleepy, dreamy state and like meditating about like that happening, and then breaking down in utter emotional pain, crying because the fact of the matter is I was alone. And I try really, really hard to stay away from using a vibrator because I believe it like cuts you away from like humanity, and it's just not what I want. I'm not after like getting the quick get off. I want to be in a man's arms. Like I just, I want that full experience. So, I mean, not to say that I never have to handle my business, but I don't want to make that a habit. Especially because if it gets to the point where I need to do that, and then it's like I end up maybe like having a good chance with someone like the next day or two, I think it desensitizes me, and I don't like that. I don't ever want to become desensitized to like a human man. So, you know, um, But that's neither here nor there. Anyway, God, these look fucking hot. My nails are looking good. I've been really sad the last couple of days. Honestly, I've been really, really going through it, and I've made a couple of videos that I haven't posted yet. I don't know, maybe I will, you never know, but not right now anyway. But I'm thinking to myself, what if, and I know that's dumb because I can't change anything that's happened, but like, what if this man never raped me? And what if I never met this one guy who abused me? And what if I didn't have a kid with these certain people? And like, would I have ever met anyone who would have treated me good? Like, would I have ended up having a different life? I don't know. What if I was born to parents that like loved me? Like, sometimes I just go off on these like little tangents, and I think to myself, yes, I am working really hard at making like a rebirth, a new beginning, a new life, a new future for myself. But at the same time, there's anger because I was truly robbed of the life that I wanted. The life that I was on set to live by the actions of these certain men. And I just think to myself, these past, like, my whole life has been lonely, sad, traumatic. Like, let me think, the last time I had a sleepover with a guy, about 9 or 10 months ago once. And then before that, it was like a year and a half once. Twice the year prior, 2 times out of a whole year. So when I tell you I am extremely deprived of physical touch and connection, like I am. Before that, I actually had never actually slept with a partner in bed, because before, even when I was married, I had an abuser. So he would actually neglect me, and we never had a sleepover, even while we were living in the same house. He chose to sleep in a different room because I was taking care of my babies, and he just wanted no part to be in there. But I always chose my kids over everything, so this is how I ended up alone, right? I had to keep my kids out of abusive situations. When shit got bad, I had to run. There was a lot of deception, and yes, I agree, naivete on my end, which is exactly what happened when I was entertaining the other night. It was naivete on my end. However, I feel like I just trust. Like, if somebody tells me something, then why, I don't know. I honestly, I don't know if I'm autistic a little bit. Sometimes I can't really, I don't understand when somebody is lying or joking or being a little sarcastic. Like, that doesn't necessarily register with me. Like, I'll just sit there, like, I won't, you know what I mean? Like, I'm joking. Like, I mean, how am I supposed to know that? Like, I don't know anybody. Like, I can't, like, gauge stuff. So when I see that somebody sends me a Cash App and they're like, oh, this is completed, okay, cool. Like, I don't know, whatever it is, right? Whatever it is. I tend to take what somebody's telling me at face value, and like, I don't necessarily question. However, I do have that gut feeling, and I need to listen to that more. And I think that I'm looking for this one glue because I want to put these charms on my nails. I just think that look at how cute. So yeah, so basically, like I said, I've been extremely lied to and conned basically by men I've ended up involved with. And because I was so wounded from the damage that, I received from my, neglected and abused childhood, I did not recognize what they were doing. I put this all in the category of normal until I hit that breaking point of like spiritual awakening and learning about all this. And I have to forgive myself for not knowing what I didn't know until I knew it. And it's like I didn't allow this stuff, but yet somehow something attracts that treatment to me. So it's like whatever I have to work on and whatever I have to clear away, whatever programming, and I've cleared a lot. I have cleared a lot. And I have gotten to a place where like I said, I've started seeing a turnaround with some stuff. And I knew Mercury retrograde. I mean, I understand that it's like taking steps back or whatever to like, let's see what you've missed. Let's see, let's reassess this situation. Let's reassess your life here. But like, I think the birthday, nobody's called me today. It's 3:00. I'm going to have to go here soon and pick my kids up from school. My crush did talk to me a little bit. He did say something sweet to me. He said, "Happy birthday, love." And that was like, I was talking to him more at like 1 or 2 in the morning last night. He did say like, "Good night, cutie." Then he messaged me earlier today. He's busy doing some stuff. So, I mean, I couldn't like see him or anything, but I mean, he's not ignoring me. Also, he's not going above and beyond, which is like, why don't you sing to me? Like, I would really appreciate that. I would really appreciate him like singing, sending a video clip of like, because on his birthday, I like sang to him. I sent him all these videos. It's just whatever. Like, I just feel like I'm just extra sweet, But let's see if this freaking glue works for these charms, yo. If not, I might have to use clear nail polish on a different thing. Anyway. So, yeah. My ex, who, okay, I don't really like him that much, but like, I do want him to buy me something or do something nice for me. I haven't heard from him yet. Okay, yeah, he's at work. I don't always talk to him. Most of the time I don't. A couple days ago I talked to him and we don't like each other. But, on occasion we can have a physical involvement. But it's like, are you not going to message me? Are you going to say you want to give me a back rub or a foot rub or like come help me with some dishes? Or I don't know, guys. So basically, like, I'm like, because last week we were getting along a little bit. He's like, "Oh yeah, your birthday's coming. Maybe you can pick out a present." And I said, "Well, I want you to get my car up and running." And I should have just told him I wanted some shoes or something, because he's like the type that he doesn't really want to make an effort, but like, he'll buy me some if it's like $100 or $200 or something, here and there. Like, he got me a really nice purse for Valentine's Day. But then, like, the day after Valentine's Day, like, I quit talking, like, energy shifted, stopped talking to him altogether, right? So I'm sitting here thinking, we're backing way up here, this Mercury retrograde. Like, I want to break these cycles. I want to break the cycles of being, like, not a priority to men. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be the priority, the prize. I want men to feel like I'm just beautiful and that they want to treat me good. Like, I want to go out on a dinner date or, like, whatever. Like, so yeah, how's Mercury retrograde treating y'all? I think I might do these kitties another day. And so this eclipse is like the 5th, and it's going to be really, really intense from what they say. And then retrograde officially ends on the 13th. But then, of course, there's still the couple weeks shadow period. But then, I think after that, full steam ahead. So it's like, it's just, now's the time. Now's the time to break these cycles. Like, oh yeah, the other thing I was going to mention was the bad thoughts, the negative thoughts. I've been having so many that I haven't had in a long time. You guys, I've been working on my mindset. I've been working on my self-concept. And I've come a long way. And I've noticed that I've been manifesting instantly some things too. Like, a thought will come through my head, and then I notice, like, it'll just happen. Like, 2 minutes later, somebody will say the exact thing that I was just thinking and wanting. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm getting better. And I've been noticing, like, the negative thoughts that they must have been lodged really deep in there are finally coming out. So I'm catching myself with these thoughts swirling and my body kind of constricting again. And I'm like, okay, let's release this. Okay, they're coming up to be released, They still hurt, it still hurts, but I know that it's coming up to be released. I know that it's just got to filter out. Same with crying. I've been crying for 2 days. It's just got to filter out, Crying's a way to release. So, it's not that I don't ever like that false positivity, yet at the same time, I have a consciousness that knows that whatever's coming through is just going to come through. So I never want to suppress that. Like, if I feel like if I want to cry or if I'm having these bad thoughts, I don't just try to, like, suppress it down. I release it out, and I want to change it. So it's been bad thoughts, like, the past 4 days. But, I redid my hair last night. I took my dreadlocks out. I was, like, redoing this brown. And as I was in the mirror last night doing my hair, I said, the girl who wears this brunette hair is loved by men that she loves. The girl who wears this brunette hair always attracts positive circumstances. The girl that wears this brunette hair is admired by people, like, I'm talking positively to myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a reminder. Okay, I'm not that person anymore. I keep evolving, I keep shifting, and But then there's always that part of me. There's always that little part of me that's like, okay, well, what am I here for? Like, what am I really doing? Like, when can something be consistently good? Because yes, I see little smatterings, like I said, you know what I mean? Like, I had some really great date nights with like guys that nobody I wanted to have sex with. Unfortunately, they were cute. I liked kissing. I liked like hugging. I liked being out with them. It was nice, but after like two or three times, I realized that it's the energy is just it's just not there. Um, so that fades out. That fades away. Which is fine. That's what dating is. It's going out and having fun. Like, not everybody needs to be the one. Like, just go have a good time. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm cool with that. I liked that. It showed me that I can have good experiences with men. And that's kind of what I needed. And then by the time that my crush came around, I was feeling really confident. I'm like, oh, okay. Hey, like, hey. Um, he made me feel so good. And I know he felt good too. And yeah. So I really want that to like happen again. And I want to just keep thinking positive things. And I also notice like I think this might be something, cuz I've noticed that like if I just start doing my affirmations and I'm like and I listen to some of these like anywhere on YouTube, like the affirmations and like subliminals and stuff, and it'll say like I open my heart to love, da 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 da, like he'll message me and I'm like, "Oh, could this be love?" Like, if it's not, that's fine too, because it's really good physical enjoyment. So it's like, I'm cool with that too, for sure. But like, if it is love, you know what I mean? And then um, I watched that Reiki Rachel mass meditation. Like, if you need to go watch that. The energy from that meditation, oh my god, it was so beautiful. Like, it was love feeling, and I'm like, wow, that's the feeling I got when I was in his arms, which is crazy because I've had a few good times with a few people, but how I felt during and how I felt for like 2-3 days after, just wow, like magical, it was really nice. So um and I keep telling myself, you know what? I can't fuck up what's meant for me. If something's truly meant for me, then it will be there and I can't mess it up. I just, I got to do the best I can with like reeling in my energy sometimes, but it's like I'm sitting here like, look, I want to be able to message a guy and not feel afraid. If I say, "Baby, I need you," I want to be like, "Oh, okay, baby, I'm coming." Like, come be with me. You know what I mean? Like, I want to have it like that with a man. Like, I don't want to be scared that I'm pushing somebody away by expressing my desire to be with them. Like, so this is something I'm working on. It's like I want to be able to message somebody, be like, "Baby, I need you." Like, and I want to be like, "Oh, I want to be with you too, babe. Like, let me look at my schedule and see when we can make this happen and like make something happen, Like, I don't want it to, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to have to hold myself back. Like, so, this is all stuff I'm continuing to work on, doing affirmations. If you guys like my hypnotic affirmations track, I think check like maybe one or two below here on YouTube. My Lover, it's a good affirmations audio. It was just like inspired by all the things I want to feel. Like, I want to, I want a real lover, like a real one on my frequency, like, someone who is drawn to me. Like, I don't want to have to, I don't want to chase, I don't want to beg, I don't want to cry, I don't want to have to be in my masculine and make plans. I just want to be wanted. And like, so this is all stuff I'm going to continue to work on. But yeah, like I said, taking stock here on my birthday, it's a bit depressing, you know? Like, damn, this whole year has gone by again. And I've made baby steps. Yeah, I have. And I'm going to be proud of that. And I'll check off, you know, hey, that's good because it's better than nothing, right? But I want quantum leaps. I want like the real deal here. Like, I want to have a fulfilled, happy life full of love, sex, passion, friendship, you know, my kids being good and nice to me. Like, I just want all this good stuff, you know, money flowing, my business is accelerating. Like, I want all of this stuff. And so, baby steps, but like at the same time, do I want breadcrumbs and baby steps, or do I want like full meals and quantum leaps, right? So it's like, come on, let's do this thing, right? Hey, if you made it this far into my video, cheers to the motherfucking queers. No, I'm just kidding. Queers. Remember, it used to just call the word queers weird, but now it's like literally gay, so I'm not gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but sorry, I like me some men. Although, I really feel like I like men more in theory than I do the reality. And, you know, I can admit, I don't necessarily need someone to, I don't know. It's not that I want them around all the time. It's that I want to have a good sex life with somebody who I really like being around. And then it's like, then I feel like I can go back to doing my own thing and I'm cool. And that just fuels me for my passion. It makes me feel alive, you know? And so yeah, that's that. So I'm just thinking, after this Mercury retrograde ends, I'm really feeling like I'm going to be catapulted into like a whole nother space. You know, I got a couple people that I think are pretty cool. You know, I got my favorite, of course, but like I said, what's meant to be will be. And then also, when I hear that phrase, it also has the terminology to go ahead and get me a little depressed too, because I think, wow, if it's meant to be, it'll be. Does that mean that the only thing that's ever been meant to be for me this whole time is loneliness, isolation, crying? Like, of all this time I've been on this earth, there was never anything beautiful meant for me? Like, really? Because if it was meant to be, it would have been, right? If I was meant to have a loving husband, I would have had one, right? If I was meant to have a happy little family, I would have had one, right? If I was meant to have loving parents, I would have had them, right? Is that, you know what I mean? Like, how far do you take these phrases? How really far do people take the phrases? So, I don't know. It's like just that shit. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes I just dive deep into this shit and analyze this shit like, if it was meant to be, it would have been. Well, okay. It's not like I'm 12 here. I mean, I've had a good bit of time on the earth, yo. So, like, yeah. Blooming late, perhaps. But yeah, no, I understand I'm here to break several curses and traumas, but I also believe that, like, I should have some good things peppered in with it. I'm not going to abandon doing the work. I've been doing the work. I've been experiencing these horrific things, and I want to experience nice things. So, you know, onward and upward. I'm going to end the video. It's been about 44 minutes, so thank you to any of those who watch. I hope many blessings for you. Take care this retrograde. It's not been easy at all, but that's okay. Use it for your inner work, and